I mentioned we have a special guest in the booth. He is the co-chair of the Rays right now. That's Bill Cosgrove. Bill, great to have you in as Chris will take over the play-by-play.
Right. Thank you, Neil. Appreciate it. Hey, Chris.
How you doing, Bill?
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Richie Palacios digging in now. He's the Rays' third baseman, taking over for Junior Caminero, who left with an injury. As this pitch is high, ball one. So, Bill, I know you're from Bedford, Ohio. You're right back at home for this series. What is this like for you?
It's pretty surreal, Chris. You know, opening day in '94, I was 4 rows from the dugout watching the Seattle Mariners and the Indians, and we beat the big unit that day, Randy Johnson. So,
how cold was it that day?
You know what? It was just like today. It was a little bit sunny and kind of fooled you. So we got lucky that day in Cleveland.
It'll be a 1-1 to Palacios, a left-hand hitter. And there's a half swing on a bender. Did he go? No, according to the third base ump, Jacob Metz.
What made you such a big baseball fan? What got you into the game, Bill?
Well, you know, my parents are from Uniontown, Pennsylvania, which is about 3 hours from here. And so my mom was a huge Roberto Clemente fan. And back in the day, you know, the Pirates, the Indians were not that good. The Pirates were really good. And back in the day, the National League was a National League, American League was American League. You could root for 2 teams, right? And so I grew up a Pirates fan, an Indians fan, and baseball was all around my life.
It's beautiful.
It'll be a 2-2 pitch to Richie Palacios from Tanner Bybee. Here it comes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Well, it's in the dirt, and now the catcher, Bo Naylor, will have to chase Richie out of the box before tossing down to Kyle Manzardo. There's the 4th strikeout for Bybee, and there's 1 gone in the top of the 3rd. We're talking with Tampa Bay Rays co-chair Bill Cosgrove, who is originally from Bedford, Ohio, and we were talking pregame about how good those Cleveland teams became in the 90s, but as you also told me before that, they weren't all that good.
No, they were, you know, the Cleveland teams were poor in the 60s, 70s, 80s. And so when the 90s came, it was 35 years of pent-up demand. And here, that's where they had the 411 sellouts, you know, 5 years of sellouts. And it was really a special time for baseball in Northeast Ohio.
There's no doubt about that. And I'm guessing for you, too, I mean, that passion for the game had to grow being around that on a regular basis.
It did.
Here's Taylor Walls grounding one to the shortstop. That's Brian Rocchio, who throws in the dirt, but it's picked out by Kyle Manzardo. That's a 6-3 putout, 2 gone in the 3rd.
But, you know, it's interesting that in that sense, Tampa, you know, and Cleveland, very different weather, but when it comes to baseball towns, both tremendous baseball towns. And we were talking to Cashy earlier today, just the similarities between the Guardians organization and our Tampa Bay Ray organization.
Chandler Simpson, the batter now, who takes just wide, ball 1. At what point during your career, though, Bill, did you decide, you know what, I think I'd like to own a baseball team one of these days?
Well, you know, I think most of us grow up with that dream. And a few years back, it seemed with the success of Union Home that it seemed like it could be a reality. And, you know, that's where I met Ken Babby. And then, you know, Ken knew Patrick, and it all came together. And between Patrick, Ken, and I, and all of the great limited partners we have, it's really been tremendous. And, you know, Stu and Matt Silverman, the whole organization, Eric Neander, have been nothing but phenomenal with us. And we're just, you know, we're proud and honored to be here.
It'll be a 2-1 pitch to Chandler Simpson, who swings through that off-speeder, and it's now 2-2.
I guess it's got to be especially enjoyable right now to watch this team, the way it's playing, especially as a baseball fan, the way the Rays are playing right now.
It's great. They're, you know, the Rays are playing just great ball, and, you know, we play small ball, and we play the game the right way under, you know, Cashy. We simply play the game the right way, and it's just wonderful to see.
2-2 pitch is in the dirt. And now it's filled up to Chandler Simpson, who doubled his first time up. You also told me pregame that he reminds you a little bit of a former Cleveland outfielder in Kenny Lofton, right? There are definitely some similarities, especially with the speed.
Absolutely, yeah. I remember in the old stadium, I was a young guy, and Lofton was, I think, brought over in a trade from the Astros. And they said he's a Gold Glove outfielder, but they didn't think he could hit back in those days. And he turned out to be just a great player.
Now the 3-2 pitch to Simpson is down and in for ball 4. So now we'll see what he can do on the base paths. He doubled his first time up, as I told you, but we'll see if he can get to second base again with a stolen base. Ben Williamson coming up next.
Are there any similarities, Bill, between the industry, your business industry, the mortgage industry, and baseball, and how, if at all, are they similar? I'm kind of curious.
It's a great question, Neil. So I come to find out that they're both people businesses, right? And that, for me, that's the cool part. You know, when it's all said and done, baseball is a business of people, of wonderful people, and so is the mortgage business when it comes to home ownership. So, you know, we're learning the baseball side. There's you know, we're learning the business of baseball, but the similarities are really right there in front of us, and it's cool to see. But both are just simply people business, and you know, I said it really for 7 months now. Everybody we've met associated with the Tampa Bay Rays are just tremendous human beings.
It'll be an 0-1 to Ben Williamson, who swings and bounces it foul to the left. It is 0-2. We're talking with Rays co-chair Bill Cosgrove. Is that what has stood out the most to you so far since taking over at the helm for the Tampa Bay Rays? The people?
The people, the culture. You know, just you know, again, from Eric Cashy, everybody on the business side, they're just so proud to be part of the Tampa Bay Rays. They're proud to work together, and it's just really a special group of people.
Your company itself is very involved, from Rays.TV to the signage in the ballpark. Why is that important to you, that not only are you part of the ownership group, but your company's connected?
We just, you know, we're all in, and we wanted to send a message to the community that myself, my family, and all of the partners of Union Home Mortgage, we're all in for Tampa Bay Rays and the community.
As we were pulling into Cleveland when we got in on Sunday night, not sure what the building is. Biggest Union Home Mortgage sign I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That was really cool to see.
It is. And, you know, everybody's from somewhere, and everybody was born and raised somewhere, and I just happened to be born and raised here in Northeast Ohio. So we always, you know, everybody wants to be proud of their roots, and we certainly are.
Have there been any surprises for you, Bill, since you got involved in this? Because you've been around baseball for so long, I'm sure. I mean, this is probably, I mean, it's got to be a dream for you, your family, everyone involved.
We're just learning. You know, the Tampa Bay Rays organization just simply is so respected in Major League Baseball and does it right. We're just learning, and we're honored to be here.
What did you know about the Tampa Bay Rays before becoming co-chair, Bill?
Just a fan, right?
Yeah.
Just a fan of baseball, and just the respect that the Rays have throughout Major League Baseball. So you know, it's come together so well, and it's, you know, it just seems like it's meant to be.
Well, Bill Cosgrove, thanks so much for joining us here at Progressive Field and here on the Rays Baseball Network. It's always great to hear from you.
Happy to do it, Chris.
This
Thank
is the
you.
Bill Cosgrove
Neil.
Bowl.
Thank you, sir.
We'll go to a break, but we'll be right back after this on the Rays Baseball Network.